Hey everyone, so happy that you're here. It is National Origami Day and I have some fun things for you. Look at this little frog. It's made from paper. And what a fun thing it is to do. You can have races with your friends, color it, design it any way that you want. But I'm always amazed that it just came from paper. And don't forget these. The fortune teller. And I put some fun, happy, silly things inside that you can play with your friends or your family. And there are so many different things that you can find online or books at your local library, maybe even in your media center at school for great ideas about origami. Origami is a Japanese art form of folding paper, and there's so many different designs, and you can start from easy to very, very difficult. And I think it is just a lot of fun to make some things together as a family, maybe make it a fun challenge, and who knows what you could create, because even though a book is showing you what to do, you might come up with some of your own ideas, which I cannot wait to see. I hope that you share them with us, because after all, this is a learning adventure and I didn't make this. In fact, if you want, after this story that I'll be reading to you today, I actually have a very close friend of mine making this for you live on the video. And again, it's a little jumping frog, and you tap the back and it hops all over the place. So that's a fun one. But hey, I have this great story for you, and it's called The Great Paper Caper, and it was written by Oliver Jeffers. Thank you, Sir Jeffers, for sharing this fun story for us on National Origami Day. Oh, an airplane, yes. There was a time in the forest. Look at all those trees. Reminds me of fall, the season that we're currently in right now. And look, underneath each house has a tree, has a door, and down into the den there lived many different people in this forest, or animals too. Whoop! Someone's taking a bath. When everything was not as it should have been. Bum, bum, bum. Right away we start. Everyone who lived there had been noticing strange things. Branches, they agreed, should not disappear from trees like that. Do you see what they're saying? It looks like they were cut off. Yeah, I mean, I've seen branches fall from trees, right? But sometimes they just are in weird shapes because they cracked off, maybe from the wind, or maybe that it was damaged. Maybe it was just sick and dying off. But they don't look like they're perfectly cut. Wonder what's happening. Oh, and look at all this. What is this? Snow? No. Seems to be coming from this bear. Don't know. Someone, they agreed again, must be stealing them. And they each in turn blamed the other. That happened pretty quick. Yikes. So they each started thinking of different friends of theirs that could be doing this. How quickly that changed. I see a clue. A paper airplane. But they all had solid alibis, which meant it couldn't possibly be any of them. So the tree thief must be someone else. Alibi means like you had a story for where you were or what you were doing to kind of prove that it couldn't have been you. So they all had something. Like Pig was saying he was home cooking something that I must further investigate myself. It looks like Deer was playing some games on the TV there on the screen. Oh, he's in the water. Someone's getting their hair done. I don't know what he was doing. And oh, like me, sleeping in bed. Well, actually, I'm not, and I would like to be, but I want to be here to share this story with you because I see something else happening. He has an axe in his hand. Would that make the cut that everyone was talking about? We're seeing things that they didn't see, so we kind of know a little bit more about the story than they do. But don't give it away. It was all very mysterious indeed. We're seeing stuff. Oh no, poor owl. That's how he got on the ground. He had nowhere to go. That was his branch. And well, it's gone. Because certain someone with a saw got busy. What is happening in the forest? An investigation was launched to get to the bottom of things. They were each given a different job to do so the tree thief could be caught. I'll be the detective and you can be the judge. Why do I have to be the judge? Why not him? I'm the prosecutor, that's why. Oh, they were even setting up do not cross tape. This got official. They need to find out what we already know, but they need to find out who it is. This is getting more and more serious. They even made a flyer that says the 112th Biennial Paper Airplane Competition. Next Saturday, 2 p.m., all entries welcome. I see. It's another clue. But Bear can't be making a paper airplane out of a tree, can he? Oh, I thought we figured this out. They took photographs, made notes, and examined every leaf. But no matter how hard they investigated, no clues could be found. They're still looking, magnifying glass, taking notes, looking at each other. And yet, there's more paper planes. I wonder if they know that that might be evidence. Oh, Bear, look. Oh, no. It fell down and, look at this big emotion. What kind of feelings do you think he has with his arms raised up with fist and a scribble of a thought bubble and a plane that fell to the ground? Yeah, I don't think he's too happy. In fact, I think he looks a little angry. Hiding behind the tree because someone's out here looking for clues. But he didn't see this on the ground. He's looking at a leaf. Bum, bum, bum. I think we're getting closer. Then an eyewitness report led them to some evidence that had blown in not far away. Moose must have seen something. He's giving a whole detailed report, and Beaver is writing it all down. There goes Bear. They found it. They found a paper airplane. Oh no. And it had a bear's paw prints all over it. Do you see it? Oh, not looking good, Bear. Hello, police? Oh, they're calling it in. Yikes. They had found their culprit. They were so sure they were calling the police. And here they are, watching Bear with an axe, carrying wood to his house. Now wait a minute. In his house, I see he has a chimney. I'm looking for clues too, and maybe I was wrong. 'Cause I see clues. There's smoke coming out of the chimney, which tells me that means he must have a fire in his house because, well, it's not summer, it's winter. And we know because the leaves are gone, so that only happens when it starts to get cold. We see white flakes coming down, which most likely means it's snow, and the ground is covered with snow. So he probably was cutting all the wood just to make a fire to stay warm. Oh, Bear, I'm sorry. I was ready to say you were doing the stealing, and you're the one. You're the culprit. Oh, wait a minute. I'm wrong. Not a fire. Does anyone see a fire? I just see this big machine, and Bear has lots of wood here, and he's shoving this big branch or tree into this great big machine that has lots of angry smoke coming out of it and a big chimney going outside. But look what's coming off of the machine. It looks like paper. And the paper is stacking up. And wait, what is this on the wall? Good job keeping your eyes open, looking for clues. And I see the axe and the saw. And directions of how to make a paper airplane. Oh, Bear, it doesn't look so good for you. Oh, here come the police. Oops, looks like they told them who they thought was the culprit stealing all the wood. Now, I can't really defend Bear because, well, definitely looks like he did it. Oh, here he goes. He's going to the house. Bear? Wait a minute. He sees the police car out there. And I see he has these pictures up in his house of the champion from 1936 and a champion from 1972 with trophies. And are those the prize airplanes that they made? Who are those people? And it says, knock, knock. I guess the cop is there now. Oh. the bear was brought in to have his picture taken and to appear with other suspects. Well, I guess they had some other people here. Other animals, sorry. Well, I count them as people because, well, they're in a real kind of story and I'm really feeling for them. And was kept late into the night to answer questions. Where were you that night? Duck was asking. Oh, look. Taking notes. Wanted pictures. Oh, Bear, you got yourself into quite a jam. The next day, he confessed all about the paper airplane competition and how badly he wanted to win. And he knew he wasn't very good, and he had run out of paper, and he had no one to ask for help. He was so sorry for taking their trees. He hadn't meant any harm. You see, he was dreaming of this paper airplane competition and, well, he wanted to be first and have his own trophy. And he had it all planned in his mind. He was trying so hard and folding all those papers. This court is adjourned. Well, all right, they all thought. But he'd have to make it up to them by replacing the trees. And a paper airplane competition? That sounded interesting indeed. Oh, everybody was starting to feel for Bear. The bear kept his word and made it up to them. And as the others helped him gather up the old paper planes, they had an idea. But first, let's talk about that. He was replacing all those trees with seeds. Planting and planting. I wish he hadn't taken them down just for that and wasted trees. We need them for shade and to help keep our earth cooler, and they help filter out all pollutants and different things and give shade to the animals in the forest. But I love that he's replacing them with some seeds. What? Wait a minute, is he imagining? Is he dreaming? No, they had put them all together and made a new one. Look up close, can you see? There are all the different pieces of paper that they unfolded and put together to make a humongous, huge paper airplane for Bear to go across the finish line at the 112th paper airplane competition. Wow! Look at that! Remember when he said he didn't have anyone to help him? Seems like maybe he just never asked, and he had all these friends around him that would have helped. In fact, they did help. Sometimes we just have to use our words appropriately, and we find out that a lot of people are out there for us. And when we need help, if we ask, we can get some really good help all around us. It's over. And he did it. And look what he's doing. He's watering the tree. And in the back of this story, Advanced Paper Planery, your guide to pulp-based aeronautical excellence, model number 38. There were some plans for making some paper airplanes. That's origami. And well, remember, my friend made some of these origami frogs, jumping frogs. And that's not the end. There's so much that you could do. But hey, stay right there if you want to see how these frogs were made and how they hop all over the place. Whoop, there he goes. Have fun with some origami on National Origami Day. See you and take care. Don't forget to come back and have a great week. Bye.